Alright guys, welcome back. It's LSP. It's currently the 10th of November 2019. The time is 2 o'clock. And I've just received two emails. And I'm going to check them because it's my info at LSP. So it might be one of you guys. No, it's not. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure just in case I need to respond to something that you said, one of you guys said, but it's okay. So this is the trade studies video. Okay, and as I said in the look ahead, I'm going to be keeping these separate. Okay, going forward, what we're going to be doing is every week we're going to be opening trades. Okay, the purpose is obviously to be in them, to watch them, to monitor them, with the idea, okay, of me wanting specifically to show you something that I want to draw your attention to, and then hopefully you guys will see something that makes sense. And if it doesn't, it maybe spark the curiosity to to ask a question, and to kind of probe it a little bit, and then we can kind of take it from there and step up and keep stepping up and keep stepping up until we have a better understanding of what we're looking at. A good example is a euro. Obviously, we've got flat tops here, equals, and obviously it went for the lower level. Very nice study on euro USD. And then obviously we're going to do pound Japanese yen today, and then USD Japanese yen today as well. I will also say that if a trade has not fulfilled the objective that I want it to fulfill, and the lesson or lessons that I want to portray and get across, and the understanding that I want to get across, then the trade will remain open and we'll continue to monitor it. This will probably be our little universe, of pairs that we'll be trading. Euro, cable, UJ, USD CAD, and then the pound USD. I may throw something else in there, but what we're probably going to do is we're going to leave these five as they are, and then the Japanese Nikkei index over here, will be changed to, say, the euro, 50, for example, just to give us a better idea if we're focused on euro, which actually we can have a quick look at this right now. Where we at? So we're just taking out the highs. Expect a little bit of relief from here. It may want to drive up to this level, but just expect a little bit of a pullback going into this week, just based loosely on what I'm seeing right now. And then we can kind of transpose that information onto what we're seeing here and kind of get a better feel for what to expect. Okay. So, and that's going to be sort of like cross-pair analysis, relative strength, relative weakness on each currency pair, that we're monitoring, and so on and so on and so on. All right, so that's that. So let's get this, the Japan 225 back up. And obviously these names are slightly different on Oanda. They don't always show up like that. The Nikkei index is, something you can search on, but it's all the same thing. Some brokers, all brokers, they use different labels, for what they're watching. The different labels for the indices and pairs and things like that. So it is what it is. So that's that. Is there anything else that I needed to say? No, that's pretty much it. So we can get into the actual study itself. Okay, we'll finish with Euro USD. So what we're going to do, we're going to reset. So we're going to remove what's on the chart, which is only these two. Okay, and I'm not going to go into the Euro USD. I'm going to go into the two open trades. We're going to monitor them. We're going to see what we're learning, and then we'll sort of open some more trades this week. And it may be sometimes that we won't need to because there'll be trades already open. But I'm going to try my best to open a trade every single week. But obviously, it depends on structure of price. So, pound Japanese yen. All right, let's go back up to the weekly, and we can see, obviously based on the look ahead as well, we've had a very nice stop run down here. This is a objective fulfillment, okay, because the move away is pretty pronounced, okay, so it needs to offload somewhere, it needs to rebalance somewhere else, it needs to find liquidity somewhere else, okay. Objective fulfillment, liquidity seeking, yeah, objective fulfillment, seeking liquidity. Stop run, manipulation, yeah. And I'll say that again, objective fulfillment, seeking liquidity. Or actually, I'll say it even better. Objective fulfillment, seeking opposing liquidity. Stop run, manipulation. Okay, please make notes, guys, because this stuff is gold. I'm telling you, if you just keep pounding away at this, it's going to stick. Yeah, objective fulfillment, opposing liquidity. Yeah, seeking opposing liquidity. Seeking opposing liquidity. Yeah, SOL. Cool. So yeah, objective fulfillment, seeking opposing liquidity. Stop run, manipulation. Right? Both tell you something completely different. Right? And you'll find that objective fulfillment, seeking opposing liquidity, will be more extended periods of runs of time. Yeah, so it will run for a longer period of time. So we've had objective fulfillment down here. We've had some stop runs along the way, some rejection pushing price higher, so on and so on and so on. Everything's giving us the indication that price wants to go and rebalance right here. Okay, so we're currently in a trade and we're down around about 81 pips. It's slightly higher. It's about 88 pips based on the exchange rate of pound to Japanese yen. All right, but we're going to keep everything in hundreds because it's easier to work with. So we're going to, we're roughly 85 pips or so down on this particular trade. Okay, but it doesn't matter. That's not what matters, okay? What matters is we know where price should be going, okay? And what we're trying to figure out is the trade that we opened any good? Does it make sense? Could we have waited? So on and so on and so on. What would we have been better waiting for before we get into the trade? And would it have made more sense to wait? Does it matter that we're in the trade? Is it good to add to trades because we've started very, very small? What about the martingale strategy? What about averaging in? Yeah, do we have the confidence to believe, or do we have the confidence in our analysis? Is our confidence that strong in our analysis that we're prepared to actually build positions? Okay, because that is actually a viable trading strategy. I used it for many, many years on QCOM, and so on and so on and so on. So as we're looking at this, we know price effectively should want to drive up here, okay? And it's been basing, going sideways, consolidating for quite some time, all right? So this is the daily. Let's just have a quick zoom in. So this is the daily, and you can see price is kind of basing, okay? And it's had a little bit of an ease off, but in the overall structure of the consolidation, nothing has happened yet. Nothing. So it doesn't really matter. The one thing that we can glean from this is this. Straight away, we can say it would have been better if we believe that there is a higher draw on price, okay? Seeking opposing liquidity. We know it's up, it's above, it has to be, okay? So with that being the case, wouldn't it make more sense to actually try to go long, okay, further down the range, yeah? Somewhere down here. Not necessarily to come down and take out the stop, although that would be nice, and then a nice rejection, okay? But to start to ease into the low end of the range and pick something up around here. Even now we'd be 80 pips better off, yeah? So there's one lesson that we can draw or glean just from this example alone, okay? Just that one single thing is gold. It's such a powerful lesson to learn, okay? Timing is very, very important, okay? But again, depending on your entry strategy and depending on your risk-reward model, okay, and your management of trades, yeah, it can also affect whether or not you get into a trade and where you get into the trade and whether or not you have to wait to get into a trade, okay? So again, take notes because this is all good stuff. Let's jump down to the 4 hour and take a little bit of a looky-see on what we're seeing. And again, we can see this very nice basing, sideways, 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 but a little bit of a tag down here. But again, it makes more sense that price is probably going to want to take this low out here, and then we will see what happens after that. If we look from here, the origin of this move all the way up, okay, up to current price, we want to start thinking about imbalances. We want to start thinking about why would price want to come down when it's clearly going higher on a higher time frame, okay? And as we look, what do we see? Yeah, we see there's an imbalance here. We see there's an imbalance here. We see there's an imbalance here, okay? And then obviously we have the stops down here, which if it came all the way down here would be objective fulfillment. And then again, we would be seeking opposing liquidity.